I have been doing YouTube for over 10 years. And that is that's half of my lifespan. That's over half of my lifespan at this point. And not once until yesterday. Yesterday, I received my first ever copyright strike. Now, fortunately, this is in the title. I got a copyright strike. I'm assuming that's what I'm going to title it. This is thankfully past tense. I was able to email the people who dealt this copyright strike onto me and get it resolved, but I still thought it was worth making this video because of A, just how severe this is, B, just how fucking stupid this is, to be frank, and C, I have since had conversations with other DVD YouTubers and streamers. I say other, and it was one other person. um, and I am not the only one who has received something like this. So I think it is more than warranted to make a video on this. Now, as a quick aside for people who don't know the difference between a copyright strike and a copyright claim, or are otherwise unfamiliar with the ramifications and severity of the latter, allow me to quickly explain. A copyright claim is very normal, very typical. Pretty much any YouTuber will experience this several times, very frequently, at least in my experience, using Deltarune and Undertale music in my background music, which I will not back down from. Love that game, love that soundtrack. But a copyright claim is someone saying, hey, we don't want this in your video. Can you remove this section? Can you cut it out? Can you mute it? Or, on your end, can you say, actually, no, I have the right to use this? And it has no lasting effects on your channel. The worst it can do is remove monetization from your video, from your stream, from whatever may have received a copyright claim. And again, you can dispute that, you can remove it, and if they either say, oh, you can actually use that, or, oh, you've removed it, you get all monetization back. No worries. Now, a copyright strike, on the other hand, just to put it plainly, to really help you understand the severity of this, you see in the text there, 1 of 3. This is because if I get 3 copyright strikes, meaning if I were to get 2 more of these at the time of having the strike, again, since it has been resolved, my channel would be deleted. That is not some light punishment. This is not just some, oh, my video is going to get demonetized and I'm not going to make any money from this one video, from this one stream, which does, granted, suck. But it's not as huge as getting your channel deleted. That is why this is important. Now, that all said, I would like to move on. I've been recording for 3 minutes, delaying this long enough. Allow me to explain how I got this copyright strike in the first place, and why I think it's important to make a video on this, and detailing this claimer, and how they have claimed and stricken, from my understanding, many other people beyond just myself. This is from, I'm not sure who all this video is going to be recommended to outside of my typical audience. This is from Dead by Daylight's 10th anniversary broadcast. The game is 10 years old now, and they had this huge celebration, this huge, massive live stream going through a bunch of reveals and teasers and collabs and a bunch of stuff like that. And this is an event, and this is important. This is an event that would be expected to be reacted to and was reacted to by many streamers and content creators of the game. I'd argue pretty much any big content creator or streamer was reacting to this live, because that's just the status quo at this point. Now, there are some exceptions, but most of those exceptions are people who were there in person at the event. So obviously they're not going to be at their home streaming live on Twitch their reaction to it because they're there, right? So, and again, this is the 10th anniversary broadcast. This game has been going on for 10 years, and for most of that time, we have had broadcasts, we have had celebrations of just events and stuff. For chapter releases, for events, again, we have always reacted to those. And Dead by Daylight knows this. Behavior knows this. They have to. There's no way they don't. So they know people react to these streams. So there's no argument where you should have expected this. You should have seen this coming. And again, I haven't detailed yet exactly what this claim was for, and I suppose I might as well do that now. This was because of Ice Nine Kills. They had a music video for their new song, which isn't even released yet, which is kind of fucking silly, if you don't mind me saying. They had a fully fledged music video in this 10th anniversary broadcast. Because Ice Nine Kills is collabing with DBD, that was one of the big announcements during the broadcast. And this is what I received a copyright strike for. Furthermore, I received a copyright strike for the music video, not even the music, because in the first 50 seconds I was letting the song play because I am a bit of a smaller channel. I'm a bit newer to this whole mainly streaming. I'm a bit newer to. So I was unfamiliar, didn't have the reaction time, I didn't have the mind to immediately go, oh, this is copyright, I need to mute this ASAP. So I let it play for 50 or so seconds, and I woke up, I believe, the next morning to see a claim, not a strike, a claim, saying, hey, can you remove this part from your video, otherwise we're going to hold your monetization for it. And I was like, okay. And I removed the song from my video, the 50 seconds of it that I let play. And I assumed that would be the end of it, because why would you not include every problem you have in that claim? So I removed the 50 seconds, and I had the rest of the music video still playing perfectly fine. I think I even had the entire music video playing because I just muted the segment. I didn't cut it out, but I could be wrong on that. But I had the entire music video playing. I thought this was completely fine because, what do you expect me to do? This is a broadcast that, again, many people are reacting to, many people are expected to react to. What am I supposed to block my screen off of this thing that I have no idea, by the way, that is going to arise, copyright issues? Because they had no warning. They had no, hey, streamers or something, you might want to, block this part of your screen. This could result in copyright issues. No. In fact, they just rolled right into it. They didn't even say that there was going to be a music video. They were just like, hey, we're doing Ice Nine Kills, and we have something to show you. It's a fucking music video that can get your channel stricken and henceforth deleted. Because, again, too many strikes. You can get your channel deleted. If someone already had, theoretically, 2 copyright strikes, their channel's probably gone. Their channel's probably gone. Because of this thing that we were expected to react to. That we were reacting to and have been reacting to for several years. Now, again, I have since dealt with emailing the publisher, the copyright manager, whatever, of Ice Nine Kills, and I have gotten this issue resolved. But still, the fact this happened in the first place, the fact they even, quite frankly, had the audacity to strike me for this situation is baffling. It's stupid as fuck, and quite frankly, rude as fuck. Because again, this is something that we were expected to react to. And to Dead by Daylight, to Behavior, to Ice Nine Kills, to their copyright manager. I ask you, whoever was responsible, and I at least believe everyone is partially responsible, though probably mainly the manager of Ice Nine Kills, their copyright and everything. Why the fuck would you include this music video, this song, in a stream that people are reacting to that you should know? And if they didn't know, this was on DBD for not fucking telling them, that they should know that this is going to be something many people, like everyone, is going to be reacting to. Why would you include that if you don't want that to be reacted to? Because clearly you don't. Clearly, you do not want this on someone else's channel, because you are not only willing to claim it, you are willing to strike it. And in my emailing process, by the way, again, I emailed this, resolved all this, they did not apologize, did they? They did not say, oh, I'm sorry, this was an automatic claim, this was a mistake on our part. No. They said, okay, well, if we reinstate your video and remove this section from it, we are willing to retract our strike. Which I gather from that, I gather from the context, from the subtext, they did this on purpose. They knew what they were doing. They wanted to strike me. This was not some automatic claim. This is not, oh, we're so sorry, our AI is just, it's just dog shit. We don't know why it claimed you. They claimed me. Again, this is not 100% sure, but from everything that I've read, everything that I have gathered, I don't see a way where they didn't themselves claim me after saying what they said. They said, this is our strike. We are willing to remove hour strike. And again, broadcast so many people are reacting to, expected to be reacting to. How the fuck are you going to have the audacity to claim not just a song? Because a song, at least, you know, you could semi-reasonably expect people to have the reaction time and the know-how to mute the stream and just let the music video play through. But if you don't even want the video showing, you should not have that in there. Dead by Daylight / Behavior, you should have told them that this should not be in there. And if you did, and if they said, oh, it's fine, then this is on you, Ice9 Kills, and the publishing company, and the copyright company, whatever. This is on you for including it nonetheless, and then proceeding to strike it and claim it. Claiming I at least have some sympathy for. If you just want to remove it, it's easy enough to remove, easy enough of a system, but you struck me. You gave me a copyright strike for this. I'm grateful that I was able to work all this out and get this strike removed. But the mere fact it happened in the first place, I think, is really stupid. It is exceedingly it is exceedingly stupid. And I think that's about all I have to say on this. I recorded another video last night when I initially got this, but that was before I even reached out to them via email, and I wanted to just record and vent my frustrations, quite frankly, that this happened in the first place, but I hadn't emailed them yet, so I have not uploaded that. I've instead re-recorded and will be uploading this version, which is, again, now I have the copyright strike off of my channel, which, again, I am very grateful for. But it's still exceedingly stupid it happened in the first place. There is no excuse, none at all, that I should have been stricken, and this is where the final part comes into play. This is where the final part comes into play. I am not the only one who has been stricken. I had a conversation, allow me to quickly alt-tab, this is all live, all unedited. I had a conversation on a Discord server I'm not sure I'm allowed to talk about. I'm allowed to go into the specifics of, but if I can find it real quick, right here. I had a conversation with someone by the name of Hazardos. If I am pronouncing that name correctly, I'll link him in the description. Was very nice talking to them. I believe they got a copyright strike as well, and from my understanding, a lot of people got not just claims, but strikes from this music video. From the Ice9 Kills music video in the Dead by Daylight 10th anniversary broadcast. Which, again, this is insane. This is inexcusable. It really fucking is. Again, I'm glad the strike is gotten, and I'm nowhere near as fuming, as mad as I would be. But the fact this happened in the first place is beyond me. An event, I've said this numerous times before, but I just feel the need to reiterate again just how stupid this is. An event type that people have been reacting to for years upon years. Dead by Daylight is well aware of this. And in the 10th anniversary broadcast, arguably, not even arguably, objectively the biggest one yet, they include a music video that can get your entire channel deleted if you just show, not even play the song off. If you show this music video, which, by the way, for the record, fucking sucks, can I just say. That music video, I refrained from saying this on stream, but that music video, absolute abysmal dog shit. The song wasn't much better. Let me tell you what. But you include this, that you clearly don't want people seeing and reacting to. So why the fuck did you include it in the first place? And how the fuck can you have the audacity to strike me and clearly so many others? I believe I said this before. I believe that is all I have to say on this. Again, I recorded another video on this initially last night before I went to bed, because I was going to bed. In fact, I was in bed going to sleep, and I saw this notification on my phone that I received my first ever copyright strike, and I immediately I shot out of bed, and I opened OBS, and I ranted about it for like 20 minutes. So I am not going to upload that like publicly on its own. If you are interested, because I think it's kind of funny, entertaining, just how fuming I was, I guess. So I'm going to upload that unlisted. It'll be in the top right here. It'll be, I don't know if I'll put it in the end screen. I might. But I'll have it at the top of the description as well if you would like to watch it. Again, outdated. a lot of fuck yous and go fuck yourselves to Ice Nine kills, which, quite frankly, I still stand by, but it is alleviated given the fact the strike is now gone. And I know this is not from Ice Nine Kills themselves, this is from their publishing company, but still, fuck you. You chose this publishing company, so you are at least mildly responsible for what they fucking do with your property. Okay? I think that is more than fair, but most of the fuck you is dedicated to their copyright manager. Now, for the last time, I do believe this covers just about all of it. I hope you all enjoyed. I don't know if that's the right thing to say about this video. I said this in the last time I recorded this, but I think it's at least semi-warranted. You know, it is me ranting. I'm not exactly, clearly not too happy myself, but maybe you found my fucking alarm is going off. Hopefully it doesn't pick up and copyright strike me. That would be pretty ironic. But yeah, hope you all managed to find some semblance of enjoyment out of this. To any DBD creators, to any streamers out there who may be watching this who are in a similar position as me, very important, please email them. Please email them saying, I am willing to remove this section to my video if you remove your strike and reinstate my video to allow me to do such things, because that is pretty much exactly verbatim what I did and what I said, and I even explained a little bit why it's so stupid I received the strike in the first place. This is something that should have been expected to be reacted to. And I did all of that, and they said, okay, we'll remove the strike. We will allow you to edit this part out of your video. So if you are a streamer, a content creator in the similar position, please email them and deal with this. You should, if you receive the strike, you should have received an email for them that, like, through your YouTube studio, and be able to email them through that and get this resolved. It is fucking exceedingly stupid again this happened in the first place. But it is at least comforting to know that, at least from my experience, this is not a permanent thing. And even if I didn't, it would have been expired in 90 days. But still fucking ridiculous. It is comforting to know that it is now gone. And I'm dealing with, currently, the video as I'm recording this. The stream is in the editing process of removing their music video. And then once that's finished, I'll email them back and all the problems should be permanently resolved. But again, just one last time, it is so stupid that they even had the audacity to do this in the first place. So, quite frankly, go fuck yourself. There's no excuse for it. There's really just not. But I think that is, how many times have I said this? Jesus Christ. That is truly, at this time, that's about all I wanted to say. Again, if you want to see my outdated, but partially maybe entertaining version, top right of the screen, again, I'll just do it 2 separate times, fuck it, and at the top of the description, as well as the channel, the person I described previously as having a conversation with. Again, their name is Hazardos. Massive shout out to them. Was very pleasant having a conversation with them. But I will try and get another stream, another video out semi-soon. I'm going to take a break from the rest of the day, quite frankly, having to deal with this whole situation. I would like to take a break from YouTube. Again, just a day. I'll be back to it, at least in theory, tomorrow. But yeah, was fun getting, again, first ever copyright strike. 10 years of YouTube. And this is how it happens. So fucking stupid. But regardless, I hope you all have a great rest of your day. And I will see you in the next one.